The Demon is no knuckle dragger. There's a surprising amount of tech and production firsts at work. It's hard to put in perspective just how nuts this beast is, but we'll try. Designed explicitly for drag racing, the Demon is the first street, legal production car that can lift its front wheels off the ground under hard acceleration. It has 840 horsepower and 770 pound-feet of torque. It'll hit 60 miles per hour in 2.3 seconds, 100 miles per hour in 5.1 seconds, and blitz the quarter-mile lights in 9.65 seconds at 140 miles per hour. It's so fast that it's actually banned from drag racing competition. But more on that in a moment. With a 6.2-liter supercharged V8 and bodywork about as aerodynamic as the factory, this car came out of, you could be forgiven for thinking SRT simply resorted to a blunt force trauma approach. To more speed, more power. You'd be half right, but despite resurrecting a storied 70s nameplate, the Demon is no knuckle dragger. There's a truly surprising amount of technology and production burst at work here. Dodge has found ways to make just about every old-school drag racer performance trick reliable enough to slip into a production car and still slap a warranty on it. What kind of firsts? Well, the SRT Demon is the first factory production car available with a specially calibrated engine control computer to take advantage of 100-plus octane race gas. It's the first production car equipped with a trans brake, which locks the transmission so that the drag racers don't have to worry about standing on the brakes to prevent creeping through the timing lights when dialing up the RPMs at the starting line. You just tug the steering wheel pedals to launch. The Demon is also the first production car with a novel liquid-to-air intercooler chiller system that diverts cold air from the air conditioner loop, as well as an after-run chiller that cools the supercharger after the engine is turned off. It's the first car with a drag mode suspension set up for optimal weight transfer, a key component in straight-line conformance. Hell, it's even the first production car available with a set of super skinny frontrunners wheels just for drag racing, part of an optional crate of performance parts and tools. This isn't just SRT following the muscle car blueprint of shoving an ever bigger engine into a smaller car. It's gone over the Demon inch by inch to look for competitive advantages. It didn't just crank up the boost on the 6.2, although it is up to 14.5 size. It replaced over 50% of the Hellcat standard internals and comprehensively reworked its fuel system and breathing, including adding dual fuel pumps in what Dodge says is the largest functional hood scoop of any production car. Need more innovation? In an effort to eliminate teeth-shattering wheel hop under hard launches, the SRT Demon even uses the car's existing wheel spin sensors to detect slip-in momentarily, curb engine torque to re-establish traction quickly and protect the driveline. Yes, there's software magic to go with this car's hardware trickery. With more speed as its ever-guiding principle, SRT also jettisoned whatever weight it could, to the point that the Challenger SRT Demon actually comes as a single Seat car. Rear and front passenger seats can be added back for the grand sum of $1, however. So this monoposto arrangement is arguably largely symbolic. The SRT team cut around 200 pounds from the standard Challenger Hellcat Demon, mostly by removing creature comforts, much of which can be added back in at extra cost. But a lot of the model's new equipment in turn adds weight back in. The Demon tips the scales at 4,280 pounds. All of these changes add up to the fastest production quarter-mile drag car ever, more rapid than any Ferrari or Lamborghini or anything else. In fact, the SRT Demon is so fast that the split that banned by the National Hot Rod Association, the very sanctioning body that certifies its record-setting performances. That's because the so quickly requires additional safety equipment illegally raced. NHRA governed facilities, including items like a roll cage and racing harness. That's equipment that owners will doubtlessly get fitted to squeeze this human into the sanctioning body's legal framework. However, right off the showroom floor, this car is just too damn fast for the NHRA to sign off on, says Tempe, head of Fiat Chrysler's NAFTA passenger cars. More details on that situation here. The launch. In this modern era, it's easy to drive supercars and family sedans with launch control. You'd be forgiven for thinking that nailing a perfect launch at the strip in the Demon would be a simple affair. And it can be. You get more than respectable launches by simply pulling up to the line, hitting the LC button on the dashboard, then mashing the throttle and lifting off the brakes at the appropriate time. But if you wanted to really push this car, you'd have to work a little harder. First off, there's line lock mode. When enabled, the car locks the front brakes and lets you do a big, beautiful smoky burnout to clean off the real 2-nitto drag radius that comes stock with it. That part is easy. A proper launch using the same brake is more complicated. The trans-brake actually unlocks the speed automatic transmission auxiliary while still allowing the engine to hold low rev. In the world of drag racing, it's hardly novel technology, but when it comes to standard fare on a production car, it's unheard of. To engage the trans brake, you pull on both of the shift paddles simultaneously. You then hold the brake and apply some rev. At this point, you can keep up to engage the lights if you want. You then release the right paddle to basically signify you're ready to launch. At this point, you can take your foot off the brake pedal too. Finally, you release the left shift pedal to launch the car, mashing the throttle at roughly the same time. In the heat of the moment of the trip, with the Christmas tree looming in your peripheral vision, it's all too easy to flub one of those steps. And even if you do it right, there's still a fair bit of timing and finesse required to disengage the trans brake and apply just the right amount of throttle. But when you do, when you get it just right, it's almost indescribable. The surge is instantaneous and strong enough to blur your vision. Your internal organs suddenly feel like they'd rather be external, and it's all you can do to keep your hands on the wheel and your right foot to the floor. But your right foot will stay on the floor because this sensation is addictive. And lifting means slowing down sooner. The street. It's easy to forget, but important to remember, that this is a machine you can take on the street. To get the full 840 horsepower, you'll need race gas. But the car will still do 808 horsepower on whatever high octane you can find down at the corner. A push of a button on the dash toggles between the two. There is also an eco setting and a password-protected valet mode for those moments when you have to turn over the keys to someone you don't entirely trust. Like the 707 HP Hellcat, the Demon also comes with 2 keys that trigger different power levels. The black key is limited to 500 horses, the same number of ponies you get in eco mode. And the red key unlocks the car's full potential. On the street, the car is surprisingly docile with a light right foot along with the auto setting for looser steering and more compliant behavior from the Bilstein adaptive dampers. There's more supercharger whine and a louder exhaust note than the Hellcat, while the wide mid-OMTO 5R drag radials stay surprisingly quiet around town and on expressways. Even though SRT engineers say they've gotten 5,000 miles out of a set of middos on the road. Owners looking to do a lot of regular driving would be best served getting a dedicated setup. Street tires for better longevity and wet weather performance. Around turns, the Demon feels like a Challenger with noticeable body roll, but with way more grip, punching up the sport fit and tightened steering and suspension force. Sharper reflexes while maintaining livable ride quality. Opting for the front passenger and rear seats further ups daily driving credentials. And commuters will appreciate the Uconnect infotainment system with an 8.4-inch touchscreen. Bluetooth, available Wi-Fi hotspot and both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration. A 2-speaker sound system is standard, but a rocking 18-speaker Harman Kardon premium setup is optional. Safety features like a backup camera, rear cross-traffic alert, and blind spot monitoring are also standard. So, the Demon is comfortable and capable of flying under the radar when tiptoeing around town. Returning 13 mpg in the city and 22 mpg on the highway according to the EPA. However, at half throttle and beyond, all hell breaks loose. Speed limits are quickly blown and the engine soundtrack is mad as you hang on for dear life. Wondering how a car like this is available to the public that can dust anything on the road, short of a superbike or a Bugatti Chiron, even though it is perfectly fine there. Spotting a Demon on the street is likely to be a rare treat. Most of the 3,000 models planned for the US and 300 examples earmarked for Canada are likely. Live their days either being trailer cleaned from drag strips or secreted away in a collection, only to be rubbed with a diaper and tethered to a battery cutter until their value increases enough to contemplate selling at auction. And that would be sad, but if you're the brave soul who really wants to drive your Demon, know this guy really wants to make sure you don't pay too much for it. The Demon is priced at $84,995, very fair for this level of performance. And the company is going far out of its way to ensure that dealers won't price gouge. That sort of thing is music to our ears, just as the sound of a Demon at full chat is. The era of the EV is fully upon us now, and these halcyon days of cheap gas can't last forever. But, for this moment, at least, let's be thankful that we live in a world where something as ridiculous and amazing as the Dodge Demon not only exists, but is fully road legal.